about 20 masked protesters who were inside the compound. Protesters had thrown stones at visitors to the compound. He further added, "The area known to Muslims as the Haram al-Sharif and to Jews as the Temple Mount has been a frequent flashpoint for conflicts before, with even low-level scuffles spiraling into drawn-out battles." In sports now. Manchester City wrecked Chelsea's first home Premier League defeat this season in a game which began with Wayne Bridge refusing John Terry's handshake at Stamford Bridge. Frank Lampard's low strike put Chelsea ahead, but Carlos Tevez equalised. Tevez scored a penalty after Giuliano Belletti saw red for a trip on Gareth Barry. Michael Ballack also saw red and Lampard scored a consolation penalty. In the end, Manchester City hammered the 9-man Chelsea with a 4-2 win. Tamim Iqbal scored a smashing century of 125 but could not ensure support from the other end, as the hosts were wrapped up for 228 runs in 45.3 overs, despite of a good start. Tamim was the only batsman to play according to his merits and got runs on the board, but kept losing wickets at the other end, as Bangladesh set a low target of 229 for the visitors. Swan and Broad took 2 wickets each for the English side. In business now. An 8-point declaration has been adopted by Bangladesh and India in Dhaka to strengthen trade ties between Bangladesh and India, especially the northeastern states of India. The declaration was handed over to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina yesterday with the conclusion of the India Trade Fair 2010. 8-point declarations by India and Bangladesh are: strengthening Indo-Bangla trade infrastructure with special focus on Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Connectivity through Chittagong port can be the key driver of trade relations. Improving waterways by dredging to make them navigable. Implementation of night navigation system. Removal of tariff and non-tariff barriers. Promoting tourism between Bangladesh and India's northeastern states. Road connectivity between commercially viable locations. Exchange of business and government delegations between Bangladesh and India's northeastern states. The fair was arranged by India-Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industry and was inaugurated by Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Mohed. A total turnover of today's trade in the Dhaka Stock Exchange stood at 8,611.23 million taka. The DSI index of the country's premier bourse ended at 4,549.59 points, falling by 101 points. Among the issues traded, 45 advanced, 186 declined, and 2 issues remained unchanged. Among the companies traded, today's top gainers are Lanka Bangla Finance Limited, Summit Alliance Port Limited, Beach Hatchery Limited, Renate Limited, and Eastern Lubricants. Weather report. Weather remained mainly dry with temporarily partly cloudy sky over the country. Night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. The highest temperature of 34 degrees Celsius was recorded in Cox's Bazar and the lowest 15.3 degrees Celsius in Sri Mongol. According to Met Office, the country's maximum temperature in 6 divisional cities was 31.4 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, 31.5 degrees Celsius in Khulna, 32.5 degrees Celsius in Sylhet, 31.2 degrees Celsius in Dhaka, 32.5 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and 31.5 degrees Celsius in Chittagong. And now, this day, that year. Today is Sunday, February 28th. There are 306 days remaining until the end of the year. Let's take a look to some of the historical events that took place on the very day. In 1557, first Russian embassy arrives in London. In 1844, Dominican Republic gains independence from Haiti. In 1933, Nazis set fire to German parliament and blame it on communists. In 1969, President Nixon visits West Berlin. In 2007, Shanghai Stock Exchange falls 9%, the largest drop in 10 years. This is all we had in our today's bulletin, but before we wrap up, let's take another look at our top stories. General Khondokar Delwar's son, Akhtar Hamid Pobon, blamed for hatching bomb plot at Khaleda Zia's office. Rapid Action Battalion captures 1 Pakistani and 4 Bengali militants. DCC and UP elections in May. Banning religion-based political parties is government responsibility, says Chief Election Commissioner. Former Awami League lawmaker HBM Iqbal lands in jail in wealth case. Contempt charge against Commerce Minister Farooq Khan. You can also log on to our website newsandimages.net to get more on these and all other stories. Thanks for watching News and Images from me, Nusrat Ahmed. Bye-bye.